Hi everybody, my name is Mike Husley.
My name is Wyatt Husley.
We're here to kind of share this video blog with you for the sake of just to kind of chronicle our the restoration of a 1966 Corvair we picked up yesterday.
Chronicles of Restoration.
So a little story behind this car. My sister was looking for a vehicle in about 1986, 1987 and was looking or getting me to help her look. Well, she wound up taking my advice, poor kid, and ended up buying this Corvair. It was a pretty solid car, and it was a runner, but it needed work. So I decided I was going to take on the challenge of the restoration of this vehicle. Well, long story short, I ran out of money. Karen didn't have much money either, and she decided to sell the car. My uncle bought it about 1987, 1988. I'm not exactly clear on the timeline on it, but ended up just trailering it back to the farm and parking it in the barn. Well, nothing moved for 30 years. And unfortunately, my uncle passed away a few years back. And talked to my aunt the other day, asked her about getting the car, and she agreed to it. Long story short, Wyatt and I went and picked it up, and here we are. So this is our first day of starting the restoration on it. Actually, most of it is Wyatt. He's just doing a cleanup on the interior of the vehicle.
Found an old pair of sunglasses, vintage mid-1980s. I didn't put them on until I cleaned them thoroughly, though.
Pretty much had to. The mice had really gotten to the interior.
Figured they look good, so what the hell? Give these a second life too.
So that's pretty much it. Just kind of explains where this video and this channel is at. Keep checking back, and we should have more up most days. So we'll see what happens. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, guys, it's the inside of the car. This is what she looks like. This is what sitting for 30 years looks like. My son Wyatt is here. He's doing a little bit of cleanup on it with me here. And he happened to come across a handful of coins, and there's nothing newer than 1981 here. So this is just pointing towards...
Here's an old, one of your old cigarette butts there.
Oh, yeah. This is one of my old cigarette butts from when I still smoked back in the 80s.
You want to finish it?
No, I'm good.
Black cat. Black cat. Black cat.
All right. We're just going to do a little bit more here. I'm going to open up the trunk and kind of show you guys what the inside of the trunk looks like, what the inside of the engine compartment looks like, and kind of give you a little explanation what this car is all about. Now guys, Wyatt's doing a little more cleaning on the inside of the car here. Let me just kind of give you guys a little bit of a tour around the rest of it. I'm going to show you what the inside of the engine compartment looks like, what the inside of the trunk looks like, and Wyatt, turn around, show them the sunglasses, the vintage 1980 sunglasses that you found.
Vintage 1980 sunglasses, thoroughly washed. Thoroughly washed.
Yeah, well, with all the mouse poop and everything in there, I'd kind of imagine. Probably a good idea.
Check out that vintage interior. Got your speedometer in miles. You got your RPMs. You got your fuel gauge. Look at the way you're shifting this too. That is just wicked. You want to see what's 30 years of sitting and idling does to a car? That is the glove compartment, my friends.
Alright guys, this is the inside of the trunk. Most of this stuff is vintage. These tires have all pretty much rotted away. I still have actually the original front end parts on here from probably when the car was new. I replaced them in I think 1987 or 88 with Moog front end parts. By now I'd have to imagine that those are probably gone to garbage now too, so we got more. We got more mouse shit and or mouse poop rather. And food storage it looks like. There's the original alternator that was gone, no good. I'd pulled that and left it here, I guess. Don't ask me where that jack comes from. I know it's not OE to this car.
Oh, that's what this is.
This may look a little bizarre. That's just a knockoff American racing wheel that happened to fit. It was on the farm that I went and picked it up. The tire that you see in the trunk there was pretty much totally gone. I had to throw something on here to get her on the car or on the trailer, so just got her on the trailer with that 16-inch tire. I don't mind that spoked look, so I think maybe I might look for a set of possibly Monte Carlo or Oldsmobile rims to put on here and see what they look like. Also, this front brake drum is seized up. I'm not sure if it's the bearing or if the brake pad or brake shoes have swole up and just decided it's going to hold it all in place. I'll have to figure that out in just a little while here. Other than that, the body is fairly solid. There are some rust spots that are going to have to be rectified. Some small pieces of trim. Engine, I'm going to pull it. I haven't decided whether or not if I'm going to rebuild it myself or just get a engine from Clark's. Let me bring you around the other side and show you what the other side is. It's got an old piece of body work that I did on it about 87, 88, where I creased the door, but I'd fixed it, so we'll just show you that. And there's the front of the car. Now keep in mind, none of this rust was evident back in 87, 88 when the car was sold. Oh yeah, we're
An old hubcap.
One of the original hubcaps. But 87, 88 when the car was sold. It was actually, the body was in a heck of a lot better shape than what it is now. Get you guys out of the sunlight here. That kind of gives you an idea what the body line looks like where all the repairs. Coming around back here, taillights and everything are all intact. That exhaust was new in the 1980s. But I think that's going to have some replacement done on that. Right here, this looks like an old body repair that just decided to let go. So I'm going to be looking around for some panels or a parts car that I can use as a donor. But all in all, definitely not the worst vehicle I've ever gotten to do restoration on. So I think that's going to be it for today. We're going to get this cleaned up and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.